Hey guys, my name is Ryan. We're back again with another Spirit Island video. Today we have a very interesting pairing of spirits prepared for you. We're going to be playing Wildfire paired with Sunbright Whirlwind. And why is this an interesting pair? Well, first of all, both of them have triggers on growth. So Sunbright Whirlwind, when you add a presence during growth, you get to push either an Explorer or a Dahan from that land. And then Wildfire, when you add a presence for any reason, not just restricted to growth, then you get to do damage based on how much fire you have, but this can also add blight. So during the growth phase, there's going to be a lot of activity that happens. And we could wind up in situations where the order that spirits grow could start to matter. Maybe we have excess damage, and so we want Sunbright Whirlwind to grow first, move and explore into a specific land, and then have that killed by Wildfire. Additionally, Wildfire's growth does also push Dahan, so you could do a push into a push or vice versa. All kinds of little tricks that we can do in the spirit phase. Now, another thing that we can look forward to is Sunbright Whirlwind has this card Gift of Sunlit Air, which is very underutilized, I would say. It's kind of just a zero energy who wants a free energy kind of card, except for some spirits, they really, really care about it. And one of those spirits is absolutely going to be Wildfire. Wildfire is the quintessential range 0 spirit. Our innates, both of them, are at 0 range. And this just is really just a steroid for our innate. And this is a 0 range push, right? These are our 4 most important cards. Everything being range 0. Meaning that the value of that first range bonus is unquantifiable. It's infinitely percentage more valuable. Right? If you go like from range 1 to range 2, it's 100% bonus value. 2 to 3 is 50% bonus value. But from 0 to 1, that is huge. It's infinitely more valuable. So let's see if we can take down France. France is a tricky matchup for Wildfire because of the blight removal restriction. Okay, we're starting off with a mountains. So for our first growth for both spirits, it's going to be pretty simple. Picking up that small land for both of them. And just gaining a card to scale a little bit later. Both spirits like to play less cards if they can avoid it. And this is a really nice suite of cards for Wildfire to pick up. Really, he would love to pick up the Shore Seas with Hatred. It's 2 element. In fact, it does have that little earth, if you can ever manage to pick up the double blight removal. It's pretty slick. As far as Sunbright is concerned, Sunbright wants sun and air, so Scour the Land is the type of card that we would want here. Quicken the Earth Struggle is obviously a very strong card, very effective against France in Stage 2. France likes to hit for 8, and so Quicken's the only minor that can deal with that. Of course, we would have to self-target our Gift of Sunlit Air if we wanted to go that route. Shore Seas with Hatred is still a viable pick. Scour the Land I'm a little bit less excited upon, just because it adds a blight, and Wildfire's already going to be adding plenty of blight. But the text is great, right? Destroy 3 towns and infinite explorers. That can be really good and important. In certain pairings, if this was like paired with like a river, where that is something that we're definitely going to need, right? Sometimes a river, you stack all these invaders up, and then all of a sudden the land explores, and you're like, oh shit. Right? That's going to be like 27 towns getting built. We can't deal with that. I'm going to take the Shore Seeds. Do we go to the Beast Land or into a land with another building? I think we'll go to the Beast Land. And probably just play nothing. And Wildfire is going to do a very similar line. Ooh, Gift of Constancy. That's very interesting. Voracious Growth is a card, right? We generally don't make more Sacred Sites beyond our first. So we have 2 lands that we can target. So Voracious Growth is definitely viable for both both versions of the power, both very good. Promises is definitely not something that we care about. Lands of Haunted Embers, we really don't want to be adding excess blight. So it's Constancy versus Voracious. And because we have the extra range over here, that devalues Voracious Growth a little bit, so I'm going to go with Gift of Constancy. Flames Fury would allow me to kill this town right here, which I think is perfectly fine. Having one energy opens up our possibilities, but yeah, if we go next turn, we can deal with this land by growing in 2 damage to the city, and then we can Threatening Flames, push the town out, and then pop the city by going for double fire immediately. Okay. Just keep on dropping them at range 0 whenever we can. That becomes a free pickup because of that Dahan. So yeah, I think we're going to do that plan with Wildfire. Coming in, just solving the one, because it's either going to blight from us or it's going to blight from the Ravage. So you might as well just lean forwards and just get her done. Okay. And now for this Sunbright. How do I want to play this? We could come into here and kick out one of these explorers, deny a town from existing. Both these lands are really hard for us to deal with right now. We need time to scale up. When you have, when Wetlands comes up again in stage 2, we'll definitely be able to take care of it no problem. But right now it's just too early. We don't have enough power and damage. One of the builds that I find very compelling with Whirlwind is where you just kind of do nothing for a couple turns, and then you go here, you hit the 4 energy button, and you just hit it really, really hard. We do have to also consider this right here, which we currently have no means of dealing with. So yeah, we definitely gain a power card. We can Encompassing Ward ourselves, grow here, kick the Explorer out. Or we could just Favor. That's just better. Because with Favor of the Sun, well, we don't want to reclaim. I was going to say we could grow here, kick that out, defend here, reclaim, defend here. But we're probably better off just taking a Blight and scaling up, denying a town over here. And the question is, do we want anything else? Shore Seas is a good card. I guess the earlier you play it, the better, right? So might as well. Because we are going to be getting either sands or jungles on this next turn, and then I can Shore Seas the other one to make use of that wilds. There we go. We got the value off that beast. Okay. Let's go back here. Trying to decide if I want to go into land number 2 or just let it go. Probably just gonna have to let it go. Okay, and we did get the jungle, so we can drop a wild here in the sands. So, I mean, we're guaranteed to get value here, right? So, because it is a coastal sands, even if one of those two is the card that's randomly removed during stage 2, the other one will come up. So, we're guaranteed to get value from this wild soon. And then, if we do, in the very likely chance, the 3 out of 5 chance that we get it twice, then the Badlands will be very effective as well. Even if we escalate there, we could hit it with like a Tempest of Leaves and Branches. We have the Sacred Site already lined up. We just, grow in, kick in. And we'll be in a very happy place. This might not be a bad turn for us to play Tempest. We could grow into the 3, kick and explore out, Tempest, 3 explorers away here. That's an interesting line. Wildfire grows up here, just kills the town, kind of kills everything. Wildfire can start playing Constancy more. Play Constancy, Rack Root. Clear that land. Yeah, I do that, right? And then the next turn I go Rack Root, Asphyxiating Smoke, plus Flash Fires. Just a really solid big turn. The problem is actually where do I go? I probably wind up having to go into the 2 and Cascade, which will turn into a double Cascade. Ooh. And an NC and a Gift of Power. Oh my gosh, is Wildfire secretly turning into a support spirit? I think it's gonna be NC. Just helping us hit our innates is gonna be a really big deal. Because also being able to just kick things into Wildfire's lands is going to be a really, really nice thing to do. And then... So I play this. I could do NC, take a fire, so that way we get to remove a Blight, which isn't going to mean too much. We might never get Blight back this game. That's just a reasonable expectation. Taking 2 Blight here and a Blight here, flipping the Blight card. Ooh, wow. Alright, Call to Guard, Fire in the Sky. Another 0-cost 2 element gone for Wildfire. The Fire in the Sky is interesting. It helps set up a Slaves Rebellion, which in land number 8 will be really nice. Right, so let's just say we do our play, we kick this over, it's going to be Explore Town, we don't have to do anything, Slaves Rebellion solves that. Over here, we Fire in the Sky, and we put that on the city, and then we go on the town, that all dies. This already dies because of the Tempest. That's very exciting to me. Extra energy so we can play Tempest. And I'm wondering if I want to throw this Gift of Sunlit Air out there. Just because it's a card. And we might be gearing up for a reclaim pretty soon. Yeah, if we're going to be on 3 card plays next turn, I might go for 4 energy, hit this air, and then play these 3 cards. That'll leave me with 5, 6 energy on reclaim. We could even go for a major. The double air from NC would allow us to push some stuff around and kill a city, or kill Town Explorer, which is interesting. Because we've got all of this available for us to mess with. And I don't think constancy matters all that much for us this turn, so I think this is the right line to go with. here. 2 of a single element. Over here, gain a fire. There's no marginal value to that plant yet. Solve you. Think we want this to go over here. This to go here. And really hoping for a fear card that we haven't earned. To be like the Ravage Skip one. Ooh. Are we gonna make use of this? Probably not. Probably not over here, but over here we definitely will. Flame's Fury is a really, really strong, good and strong card for us. The cool thing is that on the turn that we receive Gift of Sunlit Air, then we can start dealing. We can use our innate here. We don't actually have to grow into land number 2. And maybe if we eventually get a Sacred Site here, then we could like do 1 to everything, and I don't know, just do a whole smorgasbord of activities. And the Blight card. Okay. Ooh. That's kind of harsh. I don't need a Sacred Site for this. But actually, this is fine. Because we got that land solved. I'm really happy this came up as Sands, because if it came up as anything else, it was still going to consume that Wilds. Okay. So I could kick both of these explorers out this way, kill a town. I can... Oh man, that explorer, I gotta deal with that, don't I? So I gotta grow here. I'm required to grow here. So can't grow here to kick out that explorer. Wildfire can deal with that, that's not a problem. So if I kick you 2 guys out, kill a town somewhere, that would be good. Guess we go here and here, doing 2 damage that way. Okay, pretty solid. Once again, we get to do a triple push with damage. And then over here for Wildfire, I think we take energy and we can play 3 cards. We'll play Asphyxiating, Flash Fires, and then Flame's Fury. That's a range 1 growth. Where to go? No matter where we grow, it's going to start causing some issues. Maybe I'll grow into B2. Because that's going to... Yeah, maybe, or maybe I could grow into just A2 and then cascade and kill off the 3. It's going to kill a presence either way. But either way, also, that would be... I'd have to go Constancy, Flame's Fury, and then, like, Asphyxiating or Flash Fires. So then I'd kill this. Or I guess if I grow into the 2, I can gain the extra energy and I can do everything I want to do. Okay, that's what I do. Yeah, if I do this, this maximizes my power for the turn, which I do think is necessary. So we go Flames Fury here, then we split the damage up so we can go like 1, 2, 3. Fire in the Sky here. If we flash fires here, and it'll clear that land. Now we have no builds here, so only one active land on the next cycle. Asphyxiating Smoke can become a slow to fast because it does say push. We're pushing a town. And if we were to do that, we could kill the town in the 6. Don't think that makes a big difference because we're already good on France Escalation here. We're good on France Escalation on this whole board. On this board, we are not. It's this land, but it's more than 2 range from a sacred site. So then we could target ourselves and push buildings from one to the other, but that's going to leave city either way, right? Like we push explore town over, kill a city. Well, this land still has a city, so it's still not protected. So therefore, we just target Wildfire because it gives them an energy. And then we wait. Okay, Slaves Rebellion. Go here. Go here. Get a couple free kills. Ignore Strife. Too bad there's none left on the board. And there's also no beasts on the board. Thanks. It would be cool if a fear card added beasts. That would be interesting. I don't know how that works thematically, but it would be nice. So that way we get better use of beast fear cards. Also, when we reclaim, we can just defend this for 4. So we're chilling. Why didn't you explore? Did we get a second fear card? Oh, sick. Doesn't affect the coastal lands. That's very nice. And over here, we'll go here. This won't blight, but it will kill a Tahan. Okay, we can kill town here, town here. This land we're just gonna, innate next turn, so we don't need to worry about this one. We don't have many air. These are our only 2 airs, so we're not gonna try and min-max with splitting. We'll just kill it and just be done with it. Although, how much damage can we realistically do next turn? If we play Flame Fury in 3 cards, like similar to this, that's 3 damage. So this does just full clear the land. Maybe that's a smart way to go. And then we start to get to this point where there's no easy blight removal, so we're going to go here. Because we're done with that land for at least 3 rounds. Do I defend this or do I go here? I think if I go here, then I push them all in, hit this city, and that's going to leave me with 3 and 3. And then next turn I could, with 3 and 3, I can combo there. I can't get the 4 damage off of 3 card plays. Maybe I could hit max because of NC coming out of Wildfire. And we could protect ourselves from taking a blight, which would be something really nice. Yeah, I think Favor the Sunlit Dark is perfectly fine right here. Scatter to the Winds is also on the table. Scatter the Winds is almost assuredly just going to target land number 4. Probably just going here and here. Yeah, let's just solve this problem before it becomes a problem. Here, here, here. And I could kill a town, but we are looking at 0 towns being built next turn, so we don't have to. Let's just pick up the city. Oh my gosh, another 0 cost 2 element card for Wildfire being offered to the Sun Kitty. Holy cow. At least this one we could make use of. Now, neither of us are actually token adders. The only token on the whole board is this Badlands, but Badlands is definitely a token that I would love to proliferate. It's kind of like the only token I want to proliferate. We do have a token generator, also a Shore Seethes. Being able to add more wilds all over is incredibly effective against France. I'm really struggling to see why I don't just slam pick Hazard Spread. We don't have good enough Dahan movement to make a defense 6 worthwhile. So we just need to make sure we play this Favor. And then we just play 2 other cards. If we play 2 other dual element cards and we play NC over here, we can get a max level innate. But the marginal value of that top level... Right, if I Tempest this land, and we kill 3 explorers and damage 2 towns... No, damage 3 towns, kill 2 explorers. Actually, yeah, there is marginal benefit because we would leave 1 town behind no matter how you slice it. So that NC would be worth 1 town kill, which is... sounds silly, but it's probably worth it. Good turn for us to reclaim. Everything's happening at range 0. We've got a really easy turn. Ooh, I do like Renewing Rain in principle. It's just a shame of the range issues that I've got here because this is 3 range away. So like Uncanny Melting targeting A2 is something I would really like to be able to do. So I feel like that makes me kind of fall backwards into this flow down river, pushing Blight into my own presence, which is nice because I don't need to stress about like removing a Blight at range 0 and then being forced to grow back into that land. Okay, so I think I have to play Flame's Fury plus any other fire card in order to full clear land number 8, but then I'm chilling. And Nature's Connection can be that fire, so my last card is completely free and available to me, which feels like as good a time as any just to throw this NC in there, right? I take a fire that gets me a Blight removal in land number 2, and the Gift of Constancy probably gives me Flame's Fury back. You know, I can flex and I can decide later. So now over here, I just take 2 2-element cards, with one of them being Tempest. So another 2-element card. I don't need to do range this turn. So actually, I don't have a lot of choices. Range isn't necessary. Fire in the Sky we can just kind of put somewhere. And then Gift of Windsped Steps gives no value. So that kind of makes it a Fire in the Sky play. Probably just dropping it on a city. And just sitting on it. Oh, but I want to do that fast. And if I do it fast, that's got to be a self-targeted Gift of Windsped Steps. Okay, so we go back to the Spirit phase. Air. And then fire here. Here. I don't like how that shows up as deal 2. And then deal 2 plus a secret deal +1. That's sketchy. One, two, three. Okay. All right. This game is starting to look like it's really coming together. Destroy 2 presents. Forget 2 powers. I have 2 Sacred Site cards. I don't know if I want to just break up this whole Sacred Site yet. Forget 2 powers. There are some cards over here that aren't insane, such as Scatter. And maybe I just never play the Shore Seas. Like, I could just forget both of those. Removing Blight. We are so far away from being able to get Blight back onto the card. But I think over here we have to remove Blight, and maybe over here we'll forget 2 powers. And, okay, so these next 2 cards, we got Mountains, we've got Wetlands, and we've got Coast. Okay, so this is guaranteed to come up, and this is guaranteed to come up, and they could come up, and one of them will come up twice. So definitely disease here is good. And where do we get our disease? We get a disease here? Is this inland land? Oh, sands or mountains. Sure, okay. Or unless that's, yeah, okay. Man, 7 energy on Wildfire. You ever seen that before? Strifing a town. With this disease, that's really nice. Oh, whoops. Nope, don't want a double strife. We'll go here. Okay, there we go. There's the coast. And a blight removal. Over here, what do we want? We'd really like to hit the whole combo again. Which we can do if we go 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, right? Because that's going to be 3 suns, 1, 2, 3, 4 air, plus we have our free air. We have more than enough energy, so we could do that fast. And then push 1, 2, 3 over, leaving behind Explorer City. So then that kills it with the top level. Deal 3 damage up here, and then we'll figure that part out later. Over here, I definitely got to use Flame's Fury to get land number 1 going. It's going to have to be a triple plant kind of turn. Definitely going to play Asphyxiating Smoke, Flame's Fury, and maybe a Flow Down River? No, I don't need the extra air. So I'll probably wind up taking like a Threatening Flames. Tricky thing is I can't really have anywhere to grow into. I'll grow into this land. Golly, I could gain a major here and dump this Flash Fires. And it could just be like a really nice card. Pyroclastic Flow. That would actually be pretty good. Coming out of this here to hit this. Right? Inevitably when it explores, it'll be like 4 damage. Trees radiate brilliance. Because this is going to be a 5 damage Ravage. So it defends 6. Gets the job done. Oh, but we need that solve right away. Ooh, 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 ooh. Alright, we have to grow in there probably with Sunbright. And that means it solves itself too. So that's all good and dandy. Focus the land's anguish. Honestly, we have plenty of blight to move. I like Pyroclastic Flow because it's a path towards a pocket. Also do Storm Swamp. Oh no, you can't. Sacred Sight's dumb. We might never play the Major because we're not playing it this turn, but I do like having it. Maybe I play Animated Rack Root this turn. Yeah, so 5 damage here. And this is going to be a whole mess of a situation. I like this. And then over here, we're just going to be playing these 4 cards. But we'll just keep on growing. Gift of Twin Days. We have a lot of good 0 costs over here. So I do like Gift of Twin Days. Maybe Flame's Fury coming over here could be an effective thing as well at some point in the future. Okay, here we go. Get the Windsped Steps. Here we're going to go 1. 1, 2. I could have also pushed him into the 6, because this land just gets bigger, but it does kill the city. Of course, we're not even at Terror level 2 yet, so like, why are we caring about killing a city? But I guess with this setup, I could, on Reclaim, go Tempest plus Favors and just full clear. Oh, maybe I am supposed to put a Badlands here before we do that, and then we can kill Town, as opposed to City, and then I strafe off the City. That's stronger, right? Sure. I got nothing else to do with that Badlands this turn. So let's do that. Yeah. Here. 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 Kills you. And then because we already have a Strife Town, I will just go like this. Oh man, yeah, the +1 damage would have been pretty brutal. This is the last turn where it's not +1 damage. Whew. Instead, we just get like Super France. Added the Han to a land with the Han. Ooh, downgrading a town. Definitely don't want to do that, right? Because it'll just come right back as a town. I guess it makes no difference. Oh, interesting. With this Strife, I just damage 1 to everything, and then the Badlands, I get an extra ping here, and then the Dahan cleans it all up. Doesn't have to do anything. Yeah, this land's gonna need some love in. There's only for a way for us to get a lot of the Han in there fast. That would have been really nice. Okay. I think I pyroclastic flow this land. Take a blight, kill 6 explorers. Golly. Okay. Alright. I can do that. Why not? Yeah! What's the worst that could happen? Come on. And for animated rack root, okay. A lot of interesting choices I can make here. I can kick this blight out. Deny a blight cascade. I think the quickest and easiest one to start with, though, is going to be removing that blight. Our goal, with any luck, right, if we Pyro asphyxiating smoke, we can pocket this land out. Especially since there's no more escalation, so towns can't just appear back here. But in the 50% chance that we don't get jungles here, then it's just pocketed out and we don't have to worry about it. And so it's eliminated from the game. As far as the rest of it goes, do that. And maybe I even push a town out. So we're going to wind up probably threatening flames, kicking out... Okay, so if I play all these cards here... Then... If I play these 3 cards, I'm dealing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 damage. Not even close. Maybe it's best just to kick the blight out of A2. And we'll just eat a blight there and just have to deal with it later. Yeah, kick the blight out, and then we just grow right back into the land. As another means of getting extra damage. Maybe I even take another major. I mean, I got so much energy, I kind of should. Spill Bitterness adds a blight. If it didn't add a blight, it's my only fast option here. Cast down the Briny Deep. We can't afford it. We actually can afford it. There, we'll get rid of you now. Here. Yeah, it doesn't have any push effect on us. We can't use it fast. Unfortunate. Am I capable of going for a major over here? My Gift of Twin Days tears threatening flames, which could be super necessary. Because I'm only hitting for 2, not 3. Dang. I was going to say, if I hit for 3 and then I got a double threatening flames, we actually save this land. But this land needs to be dealt with too. I mean, we can always just use a defend 4 there. Okay, Infinite Vitality. We don't have the ability to hit it this turn with range, but it exists. Jungle Hungers is thresholdable. We have elements for it already. And then Tiger's Hunting. We have no beasts on the board. It's way too late in the game to use it a ton. Yeah, we'll take a Jungle Hungers. Pitching. Yeah, definitely get rid of those Twin Days. So this turn we play Tempest. We can do a Jungle Hungers. We can do a Jungle Hungers. And a... If we Gift of Windsped Steps here, we can make this pocket happen. But if we don't full solve land number 2, then we just lose. Let's see. So maybe I just have to fast do Violent Windstorms. If I do a fast Violent Windstorms, still don't have a solution for that city. That's the problem, is that city. Range 2, 1. 1, 2. Okay. And it has to be a token from an adjacent land. So we can't hit that. Could we do, instead of doing a Jungle Hungers, we could do like a Fire in the Sky plus range on self, strife off the city? That would save the land. Also gives me a pretty good size innate. We would probably just lose to towns being built. Here. 3, 4, 5. But we also kill a town, kill a town. Okay. We don't pocket. That's okay. I think this is it. Maybe we kill town because of a fear? Okay. So, okay, this is exactly why you may add, yeah. I think we wind up just not adding for Wildfire. Like, what do? Go here? But it makes a difference, right? Because this is not during growth, so this doesn't trigger, whereas it does trigger for Wildfire. So you're going to add a presence. Oh, up here. Perfect. Excellent. And then over here. Okay. Drag. Yeah, I want to skip you. Actually, we don't even... Yeah, we can just discard you and then pay 6 energy. And then you will get this, and then you become a skip. Okay, strifing land not matching a Ravage card. Okay. Definitely here. Because we are actually going to be hitting a Slaves Rebellion here. That's going to be helpful. Get the jungles and wetlands. So, yep, this not pocketing is relevant. Yeah, we have to keep fighting on this one. And this is going to be the 5th removed blight. One short. If we can fast remove a blight, we'll be in a great spot. We did not receive the bonus range this turn, so our options are limited. We'll just go there. Okay, now looking at the Slaves Rebellion, coming up on our next turn, is going to kill a town and double strife. So if we had ways to fast move to Han, that'd be really nice. I could use this to push all this stuff in, and it's a bunch of strife things, pushes in, kills the city. So it net reduces the amount of damage that's incoming. Will target here? So sad we got that back-to-back, because now that's a land that has to be dealt with. Okay, fast remove a blight, and then we're chilling. We do this, and then we can kind of relax. Then we can just focus on playing the board and just kind of playing a normal rest of our game. Okay, so where are you? Cycles of Time and Tide. Okay, Jungle's Wetlands means we really don't want to be Pyroclastic Flowing. Go here. Probably just do this. 3 damage, killing Town Explorer. Double push, kicks out Explorer. And then we survive another turn. That seems to be what you do with Wildfire. You just keep on surviving another turn. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna grow 3, 4. Yeah, can't afford a major. If we get a Moon Air, we can threshold Jungle Hungers, but that also might not be super important. Because, yeah, if we're gonna target it in land number 4, there's not gonna be a city there anyways. Yeah, maybe we'll rouse the Treason Stone. Another dual triple element card for Wildfire. Just I don't know if there's any 2 element cards left at this point. What the heck? Was that all of them? No, we still got Gift of Living Energy. Lure of the Unknown. Inflame. Okay, there's a lot of them still in here. There's just a lot of plant fire cards in general, I guess. Call to Bloodshed's actually pretty solid right here. Just 1 damage per Dahan. Boom. Just kill 2 towns. Why not? Yeah, we'll go that way, and then just play the grip. Unfortunately, I'd like to use it in either the 3 or the 2, but in both of those lands we have Dahan, which means the Cycles of Time will not remove a blight. So we have to use it in a land where we are intending to do damage. So I think we're going to wind up doing it in the 3. There we go, up to 8 blight. Very nice. Why did I push a town away? I intended to kill that town. I wanted to do that. If we... Yeah, we're not really doing damage over here, so yeah, we'll still self-target this Flames Fury. Go here, deal 2 damage, which becomes 3 damage. And then, yeah. We could do... Because we have the Slaves Rebellion coming in, I think I actually do this. Slaves Rebellion is going to be really nice here. Got Badlands. Oh, we do have Strife to copy. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Is there anywhere to do cool things with Strife? Not that I'm seeing. Yeah, there's no Strife really adjacent to Dahan. Yes, there. We can do that. Gift of Windsped Steps would allow me to push 3 things. Doesn't solve this. Oh, but you know what? I could Strife one of these towns and then push the town in. That's a little combo, Reno. I could also do a Call to Bloodshed fast. Okay. Oh, now, ooh, actually, destroying this town prevents that blight. How nice. Okay, then we go city and town. Over here, we destroy you. All right. Hey, game's not over yet, but it's looking pretty good. And then we got 12 Dahan across 2 lands. +2 damage. Oh, but we also don't ravage unless if there's 3 or more invaders. So, no ravage, no ravage. This land does ravage. Oh, I forgot about this land ravaging. Grotesque. I was so focused on everything else, I forgot that's just a clean wetlands ravage. Okay. This can go up here. Can we afford the towns? How many towns are we building? 7? 14? Oh gosh. That means we're just gonna lose. Ooh. Hey. We can deny this ravage altogether. Well, hey, we're still getting a lot of explorers killed, and that is going to save us. Because right now we are looking at 13 towns, which is a loss. And now we're going to be killing explorers just all over the whole board. It's going to be really good for us. Yeah, these are all the towns pre-build. Of course, now with the build, we've got an infinite number of towns, but we are in a pretty decent place, I think. We do have to win quickly, though. This is the part where you just kind of fall backwards into a loss because you can't find a way to win. Do we do this? I guess we can, like, defend one of these and maybe push the other one. Yeah. What else do I have? I have a blight removal. Still got more blight removal. How close are we to Terror level 3? Okay, we're only 5 fear away. and there are currently 0 cities on the board. So our new game plan is to get 5 fast fear and just win the game. And there's a good chance that we can just do it all by ourselves as Whirlwind. Like, we can get 2 fast fear here. Of course, that'll consume another card. Okay, so our innate produces a fear, and it kills some things, right? So we got 2 buildings here. Yeah, we got 2 buildings here. So we wind up killing 2, 3. That's 3 out of our 5 fear necessary. All we need is 2 more fast fear and we win, which is elementary. I mean, we've got it with Fire in the Sky. We've got it with Favor. So, okay, we do have it. All we have to do is just dive across the finish line, produce a little bit of fear, and we're A-okay. So, yeah, this doesn't matter. We should have taken Desiccating Winds, so, you can say you took Desiccating Winds in a victory. Hazards plus Fire in the Sky is a pretty sweet combo to pick up these 2 lands. Strife one, copy the strife to the other. And gift. And Flesh Art, why not? Bring the new card in. Over on this side, might as well try for a new major. We got the energy for it. Ooh. Terrifying Nightmares. Yeah, none of these cards seem like super crazy for us. I don't really know what majors are super crazy for us, but we'll take Terrifying Nightmares. At this point of the game, it's actually like pretty solid because we just need to consolidate our issues and then we can win. So we just kind of play cards. Doesn't really matter which ones, they're all good. Is it possible for us to threshold this? We only have 1 more card play and we need 2 air. We don't have another air earth card. I don't think one was just offered either. That's okay. Where's our extra cards we can play? Oh, you got another card play? Okay, cool. Great, let's make some magic happen. So Fire in the Sky. Strifing you. Hazard Spread. Strafing you. And we'll give you some energy. And we can do a little Pyroclastic Flow over there. We can do a little Gift of Constancy action. And then we just need 2 Fear, which we can do a fast Asphyxiating Smoke because it gets a Fear and a town kill. We actually have no towns at range 0. We can't even do damage in these lands. Yeah, or we can just do this. Actually, can we even Asphyxiating Smoke anything? There is a town here. Okay. Maybe we do it just to make it look like Wildfire had the better board this whole game. Look at that. No buildings on all of board A. What's going wrong with board B? What the heck? What are you doing? Well, it's a very fun pair. There's little tricks that I didn't even get to use, such as the range 1 boost to both of Wildfire's innates. That never came up this game, but it is a really sweet little combo. But yeah, fun pair, interesting pair. I really like it a lot. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves a glorious day.